I said to Kale in my legendary Super Saiyan 4 form that no one can beat me, not even the Saiyans of my race. I am a unique anomaly among my people. I am also the king of my people and the strongest Saiyan on my planet. On my planet of Saiyans, the strongest Saiyan rules our people. And I raised my fist in the air and I said, I am the king of the Saiyans. And Khalifa said, wow, you're strong just like Kale, but you're huge and handsome. And I said, thank you, gorgeous. And then Kale got a little angry and I said, both of you are gorgeous and I propose that you both marry me because I am very rich and I can give you anything you wish for. And Khalifa said, really? And this also goes for you, Kale. I know you love Khalifa, so I propose something right now that I have no problem with a bisexual marriage between you two as long as it involves me and I am a fantastic lover and sexual partner. And then that's when I dropped the hammer and I let both of them smell my sexual pheromones. In my beast form I used my sex god powers on the both of them and they literally ripped their clothes and then they ripped my clothes off too and they both made love to me relentlessly and ravenously. And I also made love to my other wives as well because they were also both with me and I cloned myself many times over. And then I started giving Kale and Khalifa double penetration, but that only made them even more relentless while having sex with me. One thing I noticed about Kale and Khalifa while they had sex with me is that they were absolutely relentless while having sex with me. They are fast in switching sexual positions and very ravenous like animals. They had sex with me like mad beasts. It's like their instincts took over, like how it does with me a bit, and they adapted automatically. And I made sure I also kissed both of them many times and they didn't want to stop having sex with me, I could tell. And then I stopped for a minute after I came in both of their vaginas and I said, stop for now, I have to tell you both something. I need to give the both of you immortality if you want me to continue having sex with you for as long as possible. And they asked me, how long can you have sex? And I said, well, I can do this forever, but the both of you can't. And they both said, we will just have to see about that. So they both jumped back on me while I'm in my green legendary Super Saiyan 4 form and they continued to ride my member ravenously in the cowgirl position and I switched positions many times with them, giving them double penetration with my clones and all that, and they loved every second of it. And I had sex with them for 20 years and then they finally passed out. Khalifa passed out in the cowgirl position with my member still inside her vagina and Kale passed out while both of my clones had her in the double penetration position while she's still in her green legendary Super Saiyan form. And I must say that I love this sexual position with her beautiful pale perfect muscular and curvy Asian body. I gave Kale a cream pie many times in both of her holes and then me and my clones finally passed out after 20 years of having sex with Kale and Khalifa, and my members were still inside their naughty holes while they were sleeping. And when they woke up I continued having sex with them and they said, oh my god, repeatedly, he's telling the truth, he really can do this forever. And then that's when they both moaned loudly and screamed with absolute pleasure and lust, and Kale and Khalifa both had massive orgasms and squirted and ejaculated all over me, and they both went cross-eyed when I stuck my penis back in both of their vaginas and they said, oh my god, he's really not stopping, he's telling the truth. And then they finally passed out again, and then that's when I wished for both of them to be immortal using my Dragon Balls, since I'm now Earth's guardian and the Universe 7 destroyer. Since I can clone myself infinitely, I can be anywhere and everywhere, possessing true omnipotence and omniscience. I'm the true god of Earth, unlike Kami, who's just a Namekian. I even turned the human population of Earth into truly powerful cyborgs. They all have infinite energy engines and nanotechnologies like the androids, but they are still human, just with advanced cybernetic nanotechnology and infinite energy engines inside all of them. So now most humans are actually very powerful and all of them can now use ki, except for the evil people on Earth. I made sure they can't use that power. How did I do this? Well, I wished for it using my truly mighty Dragon Balls, and then my wife Frieza laughed like a mad woman when she saw what I did, and I said our empire will stand invincible. And then Cooler and King Cold finally decided to show their faces, and I said in my legendary Super Saiyan 4 form, hello father-in-law and hello Cooler brother-in-law, and they both said, hi Goku, it's nice to see you again. And I said, I made you a new planet on Saturn for a reason, so you could all live there.